Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and today I'm gonna be, doing something very differently. Originally I was going to do my review of Dragons: The Nine Realms, but I soon realized what I was getting myself into. There is officially like 8 seasons of this shit, and each of them goes from 6 to 7 episodes. And I'm not going to spend almost the majority of my time talking about my personal opinions on this show. So instead, I'm going to make a much more shorter review of the series. Instead of talking about season to season, I'm going to talk about the whole damn series by myself. So that way, I can do all this, so I can kind of suffer a whole lot more besides just getting all my friends and having them suffer with me. Because, yeah. Plus, I don't want to kind of drag my friends into this, so I'm sorry that I kind of asked the question about who would want to review the series with me. Plus, I kind of had a talk with Kansas 3 and Zoltazan, and they're currently busy with something, with their own, little projects. Well, mostly Kansas 3. He's busy on handling both his project and Zil2000's project. If you're wondering why is that, well, there's something going on with Zil2000's phone, so he might not be able to make any comments lately. So I think I might have to do the same thing what I've been doing with Kansas 3's comments. Kinda, yeah, if you see his comments, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. So, without further ado, let's get on to the series, shall we? So, back quite some time ago, I don't remember if I made a video about this, but I made a video about Dragons: The Nine Realms and how I really liked the series. But now, recently, after watching several different YouTubers make their own videos about it, and I realized that I was in the wrong of defending the series. Because the series has so many problems with it that I didn't even consider her at the time. And I'm glad that I started watching those reviews. For starters, let's start with the animation. The animation is a little, I don't know, it's just a little, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous had way better animation. Seriously, it actually had better animation. If you've seen this series and watched Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, you can see that there's a massive differences between the animation of the characters in that series and the Nine Realms series. There is a massive difference between the animation of these two different series. The animation in the Nine Realms series is somewhat lacking in certain scenes. That, and it feels really rushed in certain places. The characters, most of them, are really dumb, stupid, and they literally go through no character arc, no character development. They literally just go through the same thing that they went through they literally went through the previous season. And if you're wondering why do I mean most of them, well, there's actually one character in this series that people are actually liking, and that character is Alex. If you don't know who Alex is, you might as well have to watch the series and go from there. But Alex is the only likable and tolerable character in the whole damn series. And I will admit, the dragon the majority of the dragons, they all look very weird, especially Tom's dragon, who goes by the name of Thunder, which is a very lazy name. Like, he literally named him after the sound that basically lightning makes. Like, Tom literally did not thought of any other name. I know what you guys are going to be saying. Well, Super Gods will find worse. Neither did Hiccup. Well, for starters, Hiccup thought that Tiffles had teeth and didn't know that he can retract his teeth. So there's a big difference. Plus, he kind of sticks with that name ever since. So there's a difference of, like, naming a dragon after, like, a sound effect and thinking that a dragon used to have, well, thought was going to have teeth. Well, thought had teeth, or whatever. Plus, Thunder kinda looks a little inbred if you look at him long enough. Like, no joke, he literally looks like an inbred Nightlight. Some people thought it could have been impossible for a Nightlight to continue existing. Because of all the countless generations that the Nightlights could have lasted. And, well, I kind of believe that there could be other Night Furies out there, which could explain how the Nightlights could possibly be around. But the more I think about it, there's kind of no evidence that supports the possibility of there being more Night Furies out there, unless the so-called How to Train Your Dragon 4 that I've been hearing about comes out, and kind of proves that my theory is correct and that there is, in fact, more Night Furies out there. And I'm not going to shit on every dragon design that is in the series. In fact, there are actually some dragons in this series that I'm actually okay with. And actually have pretty interesting and cool designs. But that doesn't save the show from its constant repeating of its lack of character development. It mostly evolves around Tom, because he constantly repeats the same mistakes that he does over and over and over again. And that is, going off by himself and apologizing to his friends and promises that he'll do better next time. Right? And include them into whatever plan he has. But instead, he just constantly does the same crap over and over again. But there's one particular character in this whole damn series that a lot of people hate the most. And this is a character that I absolutely despise the most. And this is going to surprise you guys, but I hate this character more than Kagome from Inuyasha, more than John from Attack on Titan, more than John from Ruby. I hate this character more than frickin' Manila himself. And that character is June. June is the most annoying, most toxic, most manipulative character I have ever met. Now she's just well, kind of so-called Tom's love interest. But almost through the entirety of the freaking Nine Realms series, Tom and June act like they can't even stand each other. Like, they literally act like they can't even stand each other. And yet these two are supposed to be lovers. And, well, here's the thing. The show claims that Tom and June are somewhat more like Hiccup and Astrid. But there's a big difference. I may not ship Hiccup and Astrid, and I ship Hiccup and Heather, but that doesn't mean I don't like the ship of Hiccup and Astrid. Hiccup and Astrid were really something in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. I've watched the movies and the TV shows, Defenders, Riders, and Race to the Edge. Both Defenders and Riders of Berk, and Race to the Edge. Hiccup and Astrid had way better chemistry than Tom and June did. In fact, the funny thing is, no one was supporting Tom and June from becoming a thing. No one was supporting these two characters from becoming a thing. In fact, they were supporting Tom and Alex from becoming a thing. Mostly because Tom and Alex make each other better people, while Tom and June, on the other hand, make each other worse. June has literally not only put her own friends in danger and Dragon in danger, but she constantly manipulates her friends and makes them the bad guy when she, in one particular season, and that season was season 6, when the truth about the dragons was exposed to, well, the area where they were staying at, or where their parents worked at, called Hickoris or something, I don't frickin' know. And apparently, June is being scolded at by Tom and the others for bringing a scientist to the hidden world and she literally makes them feel like the bad guy instead of facing the consequences of her own damn actions. I repeat, June has never, June has never faced the consequences of her own damn actions. I'm not kidding. If you don't believe me, go watch the show yourself and come back to this review. Sort of. Plus, she only has literally one personality, and that is just, she loves mythology. That's it. She loves mythology. And the more I watch these reviews of Dragons of the Nine Realms, the more I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just a fucking idiot for defending this series. Like, when I heard that there was going to be a new Dragons, like a How to Train Your Dragon series, or a so-called legacy of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, I was actually excited. I wanted to see the series and see how good it was. And when I saw it, I was actually, at first, supporting the series. But the more I watched other people's reviews about it, the more I was like, oh my god, I was a fucking dumbass. Not only did this show fail to live up to its name, and to what it was originally supposed to be, but the characters are all stupid. It have no character arcs, no character development, well, except for Alex. Alex is the best character in the series. Hell, Alex is the queen of the series. Alex is literally the best character in the series.